And well, it's time for Animal Answers with Thanksgiving Day right around the corner. We're joined by Tiffany Burk from the Bay Animal Hospital in Essexville to remind us of some pet safety tips. Now, honestly, thinking of Thanksgiving, I don't really think pet safety, but to be honest, people do travel with their animals. They have parties. Animals might just be out of their element a little bit. So these are important topics. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me. Good morning.
Good morning. Now, can you share some tips on how to protect your pet before the holiday, or just things you need to think of now?
Oh yes, most definitely. You want to prepare before the holiday, of course. So if you are traveling with your pet today or tomorrow, you'll want to call your veterinary office today if you feel like they might need a sedative or an anti-nauseal before heading in the car. Some cats and dogs get upset tummies when they're traveling. So if you feel like you're going to be on the road, they may be stressed or anxious, call your vet, consult them, and ask your questions today, not tomorrow. And make sure before you're traveling, if you are flying, make sure you have your appropriate documentation of vaccinations, health certificates, and if you are leaving, make sure you tell your home you're traveling with your pet that you have a dog or cat that's coming with you so they can get their home ready ahead of time.
Yeah, and I like how you mentioned do this today because you probably get all of those last minute calls and it could be difficult to make that all happen before people go on their travels.
Oh yes, most definitely. If you have any questions or concerns, call your office today. And if you are traveling with your pet, research where you're going. If there's emergency animal hospitals open, get those points of contact in your phone today.
Yeah, absolutely. The key is preparation. Now, what if you are hosting Thanksgiving and you're going to have a lot of guests there, a lot of action, and your pet is there? I mean, that could be a little traumatizing sometimes, a little anxiety inducing for the pet.
Yes, most definitely. So in the morning, before your guests come over, take them for a walk. Take them for a leisurely stroll to get their activity out. Perhaps throw a ball in the backyard so that they are relaxed. Yeah. Prepare your home ahead of time. Get your baby gates ready. Create a cozy space, a safe place with maybe some new treats or toys to occupy their mind. And when your guests arrive, make sure you communicate that you have a dog or cat so when people are coming and going, they don't escape.
Yeah.
Okay. And when you're carving your turkey, make sure you get that bird right out of your house once it's done.
All right. Those are great tips. Now, kind of piggybacking off of that, toxins and Thanksgiving, are there any things that you need to steer clear from and make sure your pet stays away from?
Yes, there are so many. So onions and garlic are hidden in most baked things that come on our table. Onions and garlic can cause hemolytic anemias in dogs and cats. So if your pet gets into stuffing, garlic or onions, call a veterinary office immediately because based on the time of ingestion will determine how they act. Induction of vomiting or activated charcoal. Sometimes we have baked goods on our counter. Xylitol is a sugar that can be found not only in gum and candy but in some baked goods. Xylitol is very dangerous because it can drop your pet's blood sugar dangerously low. So you want to call your office if they get into any baked goods. Pancreatitis is something that often happens around this holiday season because a lot of our food on our tablescape, although it's beautiful, is very fatty, and our cats and dogs cannot digest that like us humans.
Yeah.
So with that being said, if your dog or cat gets into something and you think it's a concern, please call your veterinary office immediately. And there are some safe things you can feed your pet. Like
what
nice
are those?
Lean turkey. Lean turkey is great because it is very safe. Just make sure there's no bones in it and it's high in protein. Vegetables are safe. Green beans are wonderful, just not from your casserole, perhaps while you're cooking in the morning. Set aside a nice little bowl of green beans. Take that white lean turkey meat and put it on a plate for your pet so when your guests arrive, they can have a safe plate too.
All right. Well, those are some great tips and actually things I didn't even really know. So thank you so much for being here and sharing that with us.
Yes, thanks, Cheryl.
All right.